As an American, it was, one of the worst things I ever had to experience in my life. I wasn't alive during World War II or World War I, of course, and so, but this was just, unbelievable when you heard what happened. Then when we realized that, employees of our office in New Jersey in the World Trade Center were missing, and we had responsibility for them, it became a work responsibility. And then it became a technical responsibility to me personally, because I knew a lot of this scientific background of what was going on. The buildings, the skeletons of the buildings were just so scary looking, and it was not conceivable to a company that builds buildings, well, we did demolition too, to see that level of destruction. Some of the buildings, the remnants of the collapse of the building was now at the 4th story of the building, that you walked on at level ground. There were fires everywhere. There was, odors, extreme odors. Everything was burning. There was thousands of cars parked underground that were on fire, and they were burning underneath the ground. My concern was protecting the workers. That was my primary thing to do, is to protect the health of the workers who were there. My team, we took about 300 samples of the air quality, on workers wearing, sampling devices on their work areas. A lot of our exposure monitoring was for asbestos. And, if you work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, you have to basically, and you're just filthy dirty, and everything you own smells bad, and, it just was challenging to be able to maintain that. I mean, we're used to doing this. I mean, the kind of work we do, we have, serious projects that have accidents on them, even fatalities, rarely. But this was stranger because the position that we got was a 2nd grade classroom a couple blocks north of the main center there. And I had little chairs about this big. Well, I was just sitting there in that 2nd grade classroom looking at something, I can't remember what it was, and I reached for something, and one of the classmates did fell off the shelf or the display and broke. And in fact, that little thing was my breaking point also. And I just sat there and I go, this is overwhelming. The job was so difficult. How hard we worked, and how hard everybody on the team participated, and the fact that the event even occurred in our life. The way people in the United States responded to it was so positive, and now we've gone back to the green grass and beautiful building and all that, and and I think should be awareness that this could happen again. Well, as I think about it, 15 years now, there's a lot of people who, aren't 15 years old. So the event has kind of escaped. The recovery to it, solutions to it over the years has been very, amazing, of course, but still the deepness of the wounds that some people have exposed to, and I don't want this to ever happen again, ever.